Hello again, everybody. My name is Dave, Solutions Engineer here at Eru, and today I'm going to show you how you can configure the self-service portal from your Eru tenant. Now, the self-service portal is especially useful when you have some library items, some auto apps that you want your end users to be able to grab whenever they need them. So the first place we're going to go here in the library is the self-service settings, right here at the top left. And on this page, you can edit the look and feel of your self-service portal. Here under branding, you can see what it looks like in different modes and how it will appear on different devices, whether it be the iPhone, the iPad, MacBook, Vision headset, or your Windows devices. Selecting the Customize button on the left-hand side, you can edit the header, the subheader, and change the logo, maybe to your company's branding or the Eru branding, such as the jellyfish I have here. Further down this page, you can edit or add additional categories. Back up here, you can see the two categories I had listed in this preview, recommended and all, as seen here, and additional categories. 3 of which I've just recently added, new releases, test, and new category. I know, very original names. If you need to edit the names of any of these categories, you can do so on the right-hand side by selecting the 3 dots and hitting edit, where you can change the name, the description, and the icon. To add a new category, just select the button at the bottom right and you'll see the additional options. And after you've configured your self-service portal, what we're going to do next is add library items to it. So right up at the top, we're going to add a new library item. And let's go ahead and add a new auto app. Let's select Adobe Acrobat Pro, add and configure. And the first place we're going to go to add this item to our self-service portal is right here under Installation. Select the drop-down and select Install on Demand from Self-Service. With this selection, you are saying you are not enforcing an installation. You're not installing this application for your end user. You're only making it available in your portal. In the self-service section, you can see Available in Self-Service is toggled on. And under category, this is where you can add it to any category of your choosing. I'll add it to my new test category. And enabling the recommended checkbox here, you'll see the little star listed next to your entry. And when your end users open the self-service portal, it will be one of the first applications listed. Selecting the Customize button, this is where you can change the branding around that entry. You can customize the name, the description, and under Additional Option, you can require your users to read the description before hitting Install. Furthermore, under Information, you can display a custom link by toggling that on, enter the text button label, and of course the button URL. And you'll see a little preview here of how this will appear for your end users. And once you hit save and configure the rest of this auto app, you're all done. Adobe Acrobat Pro will be listed in your self-service portal for your end users to grab. Now let's imagine that you've set up quite a bit of your library items to appear in the self-service portal, and you want to be able to see a quick list of everything that you have added to it. Back here in your library, you'll notice the Install Type drop-down here at the top right. You can select Self-Service, and now you are viewing all of your library items that are listed in your self-service portal. Furthermore, and this is a little tidbit that may be helpful, and for this I will pop over to the blueprints. So when you are editing or combing through one of your blueprints, how can you quickly determine what is in self-service, what is being continuously enforced? That's easily determined by these little icons, jellyfish for self-service, and our continuously enforced icon here. So as I'm scrolling through this first block, I can quickly see what is being continuously enforced and what is available in self-service. Pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful for you in configuring and setting up your self-service portal for your end users. If you are doing additional configurations, please take a look through our YouTube channel. We have a lot more videos there to help you along your way in becoming the best eWare admin you can be. So until next time, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the next video.